Fees while supplies last with approved credit. Example stock number D7390. Not in conjunction with any other offers. See dealer for complete details. Offer expires 8/31/20.
It's John Bozico, and you're listening to Live and Local here on 1480 WHBC.
And we return back in here on 1480 WHBC. John Bozica along with you. We come to you live on our video stream now as well as we get set to have a discussion about the high school football season and bring in yet another coach as we've been able to do so many times. I know Kenny did a couple yesterday, and we have the honor now to bring in a person who I'd consider a friend and also someone that we do quite a number of their games, and that's Coach Brian Baum of the Hoover Vikings. Coach Baum, thanks for doing this.
Hey, thanks for having us on, John.
So, Coach, the 2020 year set to begin in, 2 days now? Probably seems kind of surreal, doesn't it?
Yeah, this has been a trying year for a lot of people, and especially our seniors as they push forward. Is there going to be seasons or not? Now that it's here, on the cusp, they're excited, and that excitement is building each day in practice.
So, with COVID restrictions, with everything that's been going on, how has that affected the practice process? How has that affected the preparation process for this season?
It's been a lot on the staff, just to make sure that we're following everything. We do everything right. It's very important to us that we do things right. We want these seniors to have their allotted games and the postseason and then some. So it's important that we're doing all these things, but for the kids, I think they're going out there. They can feel apologize there. They feel a sense of urgency, because each and every game is counting so much, and but they're feeling normalcy as well, being able to get out there and practice. Early on, it was all small groups, and then we were going to add more and more, and then finally get to a normal practice. While they're out there, we still tell them social distance, on the sideline stuff, but while you're actually playing a game of football, it's a sense of normalcy.
So for those that don't know, and I don't know, I guess those people would be living under a rock, but you have a pretty good quarterback. His name is Connor Ashby. How has he improved from his junior year to his senior year, Coach Baum?
He's matured, physically and mentally, but he's taken another step physically, gotten stronger, gotten bigger. He attacked the weight room in the winter. He did a nice job during quarantine on his own. He has more zip on the ball. So that's exciting for us, exciting for him as well. He did everything he needed to do to continue to grow. Sometimes individuals will, beat first team Ohio, I'm good enough. No, he wants to be better, and he's pushing himself. And, I expect a great fall out of him. And, I talked about the mental part as well. He's stepping up as a leader. This is his team with the mindset. He's one of the 3 captains, one of 19 seniors. They understand, they lost the spring. So these individuals understand what it's like, in Connor's baseball player as well, to lose a season. And, getting here to this point, they want to make the most of these opportunities.
Well, does it mean more for him, too, the fact that he has committed to play baseball at the next level? Does this year mean even more to him? And, I know it means a lot to all of the seniors, but, this could be his last time that he plays competitive football, right?
Yeah, he absolutely, he made that decision to play baseball at Kent State, which that's a sound one for him, and I'm excited for him. And but it does. This is his last go around. And, I had the opposite question asked. Is he blown off? No, he's attacking everything. Exactly what you said is everything for him.
More bells as classes continue to change over at North Canton Hoover right now. I'm guessing that kids need to get to about third, fourth period at this point, Coach?
Yeah, and there's more bells because they want half the kids in the hallway at a time, so it just added to that. But that's the last bell we'll be interrupted with. But no, Connor is he understands being a Hoover Viking is very important to him. Being the Hoover Viking quarterback is everything to him. He loves playing football for us. He can't wait to get out there and show what he's done to improve to get better.
Brian Baum is my guest. He is the head football coach of the Hoover Vikings. Coach, as you get prepared now for Friday, as you get prepared to look at Glen Oak, I talked to Tim Budd last night. I talked to Marcus Wadley last night. Is there still the feeling of being uneasy in the sense that, it could be Thursday, could be tomorrow night, and you get a call and Glen Oak says, hey, we have to cancel the game? Is there still that feeling going, and how do you approach that with the kids if that happens?
Yeah, there's a lot going on with that. I think I don't want to say secure in this week because anything can happen the last couple of nights, but we feel, hey, we got week 1, but you never know whether it's yourself or another team that pulls you away for a week. So we have to make it. I always tell kids, whether it's 3 plays, 30 plays, you make the most of what you're given and take advantage of that. So we have to make sure that we play hard every snap, go hard every game, because you don't know when the blood can be pulled on us. But like I said, I keep going back to they're excited. They're excited to get out there. This has been an uneasy year all the way around. We just want to get out there Friday night and get going.
So who are some of the other kids? We obviously talked about Connor, but who are some of the other kids that we'll see kind of have breakout years if we do get to see as many games as we hope, Coach?
Yeah, with receivers, I'll start with the offense. Brock Henny, he's 6'5" kid that can run and jump. He gives us a nice receiver threat. Bo Bircher on the other side, and he's got guys with him. DJ Reed, I lied.
More bells.
DJ Reed, Owen Blackledge, first-time player out there, gives us a nice, lanky athlete. Excited to see what he can do this year. In the slots, we have Elliot Torno, who's played defense for us. He's on the offense side now. Zach Young, same thing, played mostly defense last year. He's playing both sides. Justin Moss, another name, Bugera, Gross, some names that you may not have heard yet that they're all competing for time yet. And early on, a lot of kids play. Once it gets cooler, we're able to dwindle down. But the one unique thing about this year is week 1 is Federal League. We've got to go now. There's no build up, anything like that. This is Cleveland Heights. This is Federal League, and with so many uncertainties, I do not know what Glen Oak offers. I know they have some athletes over there. That's nice size. We don't have enough film. Everyone's got one half of teams, so it's athletes tend to win out when it's in that situation. I know Glen Oak has some nice athletes. So when we look at the other side of the ball, defensively, guys need to stop at Ryan Pruzanowski. It's important that you getting him back at Mike linebacker, Cam Bowen, excuse me, Drew Roach at the linebacker position. Then, up front there, Drew Logan, very significant player for us. He's got some looks himself. Ben de Guzman back in those. Yanni Volas, our kicker, playing some D-line. TJ Pullen, Alec Lehman, some O-linemen coming over defense. And our secondary, I named some guys already with Torno, Yan, Bugera. But we got Drew Robinson back, who's toting the rock as well, playing secondary and running. Pruzanowski will run the ball some. Brad Smith returning at corner. And DJ Reed, a receiver, that's also playing some safety for us.
I know that last year and the year before, you guys have been like right at that make or break point every single week where it's like you're either in the playoffs or you're out of the playoffs, and that literally changes from week to week. Well, this year you don't have to worry about making the playoffs. You can just choose to be in the playoffs if you want to. But do you think that this year's team has that potential to not just be a playoff team, but also make some noise when they get there? Does this team have that ability, Coach?
We have some real potential depth. Building our depth is going to be an important one. We didn't have the scrimmages of normal to do that, or the preseason, the first 3 games, non-conference schedule to help do that. But that being said, I do think we have some depth. The question mark will be our O-line, where we start 4 new starters, and that takes time to gel. We don't have it. They have to gel now as we go into the Federal League. But, those guys stepping up. You got Brock Zarko at guard, Jordan Schilling at guard, 2 new starters. We're excited about both of them. Zach Oler at center. He's doing a nice job out there for us. And then you have our only returning lineman is Alec Lehman. He's moved from center to left tackle, and I have TJ Pullen at the right tackle. So those names, those 5 guys, I got Brendan Frank and Ben de Guzman also helping out. So those 5 guys, those 2 extra guys filling in there at different spots really have to gel as a unit and come together. The quicker, the better for the Hoover Vikings.
Coach Baum, the one thing that I wanted to ask you that I think stood out that I heard from Tim Budd last night, I kind of heard it from Marcus Watley. We've kind of heard it from all coaches that this year is not so much about the X's and O's, but just about the opportunity for the kids to get out and play. When I make that statement, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it really is, because I'll be honest, I've done more COVID stuff than X and O's this year, just making sure that we're following all the policies and doing these things, and really relied on my staff. And it is so that we can get the kids out there to play. We want them to have their senior year. We want the juniors to get filmed to progress for the following year. We want Hoover Vikings to play football and have fun doing it, and doing it the right way as the restrictions that we have to follow. So, yes, it's been a real trying year, but get out there, have fun, guys, enjoy the game of football.
Coach Brian Baum, head coach of the Hoover Vikings, we appreciate the time. No more bells have interrupted us, but you're still at the school and everything. Stay safe, patrol the hallways. Let me see your mask. What's the mask that you have there? Oh, there it is.
Viking,
look at that.
It's all with the Vikings.
That's a beauty. Look at that. That's a game-winning shot right there by Brian Baum. Coach Baum, thanks for the time today.
Thanks, John. Enjoyed it.
Absolutely appreciate it. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we will get into some more discussion about COVID things that have been going on recently. All of that when we come back here on 1480.
Trusted, live, and local. Your community. All morning long. Here on 1480 WHBC.
Wait a minute, Mom. I want to hear this.
We know things are constantly changing. You're not always sure what's going on. That's why 1480 WHBC is your school information station. Your school day is different. Learning from home. Are we closed? Are we open? Let us help. It's just like when bad weather hits. When you have a snow day, you can count on us. Go to WHBC.com for the latest. Your school information station is 1480 WHBC.
Mercy Medical Center